Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm filming a get ready with me, and this is a special edition of a get ready with me because I'm showing you guys what I am taking with me on my trip to LA, like what's in my makeup bag, but it's more like what is in my makeup bags because I had a hard time narrowing stuff down, especially when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. I think it's one of the reasons why it was so hard for me to try to narrow that down is because we have a lot of events that we're doing with my cousin before her wedding, and I wanted to do, you know, different makeup looks with my outfits. And if I was just going on a normal vacation, I wouldn't be taking this many eyeshadow palettes. So yeah, but I will just show you guys what I'm taking as I'm going through everything and explaining why I'm taking it. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into this. So the first little bag here, this is my skincare. This is what I'm going to be taking for my skincare. And of course, I'm going to take my First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer. I use that every morning. And my Biore sunscreen. So I'm going to go ahead and apply both of these. So I'm just going to do that real quick and come back. For my lip conditioner, I'm going to take this Bite Beauty, the Agave Lip Mask. And I think this is a little sample. My friend April gave this to me. I think they make a bigger size of this. I'm not sure. But I love the stuff. It is so moisturizing and hydrating. And since it was small, I thought it would be good to just like throw in my purse or whatever to take with me on the trip. A few other skincare items that I'm going to take. I'm going to take my Lancome Advanced Genifique Under Eye Cream. Sometimes I apply this in the morning. Other times I just apply it in the evening. So I'm not going to apply that today, but I'm going to be taking that. I'm going to take my Ultra Repair Cream, and this is a little trial size version, and this is the Honeysuckle Natural Infusion one, and April also gifted this to me as well, so this is going to be good for traveling because my other one is like huge and that would just be way too big for travel. And then I'm going to take my Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer and this little sample of their coconut water cream. And then the only other things that I have in this little bag is my Almay Eye Makeup Remover little wipes. I like to take these to use it to help clean up any fallout that I might have, anything like that. If you hear any noises, Josh is up fixing breakfast and getting his stuff packed for the trip. So if you hear anything, that is him. And then I have my jewelry in here and some tweezers. So that's everything in that little bag. In my main makeup bag, this one here, which I love this makeup bag. It says make your coffee it says may your coffee be hot and your eyeliner be even. I got this at a TJ Maxx once, and I really do like this makeup bag. It holds a lot of makeup. And it's really easy to clean. It needs to be cleaned right now actually, but so I think I'm gonna actually do my eyeshadow first before I do anything in this bag, except for I will grab my eyeshadow primer out of here. For my eyeshadow primer, I'm just taking this CATRICE Cosmetics Prime and Fine eyeshadow base. So I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyelids. And then I have another little bag. Well, I guess it's not really little, but I have another bag for the makeup brushes and makeup kind of tools that I'm taking. So, and I need to clean my makeup brushes after I film this video today. So that's like another thing on my to-do list. I always feel like I get so stressed out before a trip. I don't know if you guys are like that or not, but yeah, it always like stresses me out. And I feel like especially if I'm ever flying, I always get a little bit more stressed out than if I'm driving, just because, I don't know, it just, something about that just makes me feel a little bit more stressed. Okay, so my eyeshadow palettes. I'm taking all my eyeshadow palettes in this bag here, which this was a bag that I got at Walgreens. And I'm going to take several different palettes. I had the hardest time trying to narrow this down. So I'm gonna take my Profusion Metallics palette because I really like this shade in Nebula in here, and also like maybe some of the colored shades in here, because I'm gonna do maybe a couple of colored eyeshadow looks on this trip. And I also just really love every shade in here. Like the more neutral ones are great for just like lid shades, you know, like everyday lid colors. So yeah, I'm gonna take that palette. And then this was another one I debated, and it's like this has Nebula in it as well, but this shade is not quite as pretty as the one in the metallics. I feel like they improved the formula a little bit, because this was one of their first palettes that they ever, well, I wouldn't say that they ever released, because they did have eyeshadow palettes before this, but like their newer release, like when they kind of redid their stuff, this was like one of their first palettes that they released last year. And I want to take this because of some of these pinky purple shades over here, because for the wedding I have a jumpsuit that is like a fuchsia, like purple color, and like these eyeshadows would look so beautiful with that jumpsuit. So I don't know if I'm gonna do like a super colorful look that day, or if I'm gonna do like a brighter lip and a more just kind of like winged eyeliner. So I haven't really decided yet, but that's why I packed this one. And I don't know, I might do a look today with the purples, the pinks and purples, just to see how that look would turn out, because I've really been wanting to kind of test that look out. So I might be doing that today. I'm also taking the new Temptress palette from Alter Ego. They sent this to me, and I mean, I swatched it for the first time yesterday, and it swatched so beautifully. And this is definitely a dupe to the Anastasia Sultry palette. So, and this palette is only $16. They did provide a coupon code for me for you guys to get like 15% off. It's not an affiliate code. I don't get any perks from it. It's just to help you guys out, to help save you guys some money if you wanted to order this. So I've also debated, I've thought about using this palette today because I've been extra curious about this. So I may be using this one for this tutorial. I'm also taking the Makeup Revolution. Oh, dang it, I just broke this. Of course, right before I go on the trip. That's the one bad thing about these Makeup Revolution palettes like this. They have a tendency to break right there. But I wanted to take this because of the mirror, and also I love all these different shades in here. Like, you get such a great variety, and it's not like a super large palette. I'm very upset that I just broke that, but I'm going to be taking that. And then I'm going to take my Wet n Wild The Comfort Zone palettes because I've really been enjoying this recently. And I'm going to be posting a 3 looks 1 palette with this soon. And then I want to take this Plaid to the Bone limited edition Wet n Wild little eyeshadow trio that came out like a couple of years ago, because one of the nights I'm wearing a navy blue dress, and I feel like this would be a really pretty, like I could create a really pretty look with this. And then I have a few other like single eyeshadow products that I'm going to take, like some of my Maybelline Color Tattoos and Barely Branded, I think that's the name of that one, and Bad to the Bronze. And then I think I have a few other single shadows that I'm taking, but that is all the eyeshadows I'm taking. It's a lot, I know, but like I said, I feel like if it was just like a regular vacation, I wouldn't be taking quite as much, but you guys know how it goes. So I'm gonna use my Maybelline Color Tattoo and Bad to the Bronze as my eyeshadow base, and I'm gonna use one of my makeup brushes that I'm taking with me on this trip. So I'm just going to apply this Color Tattoo with my Profusion Eyeshadow Brush, just like the flat end. And I'll zoom you guys in here in a second so you can see better what I'm doing. But I'm just applying that color all over my eyelid. I just want to use this to, I don't know, just enhance some of the eyeshadows in this palette. And this video is probably going to get long today just because I'm going to be getting ready and also sharing what I'm taking. So, okay, now I'm just going to zoom you guys in so you can see what I'm doing. And if you don't have the Temptress palette and you have the Sultry palette, you could just use that because these colors are exact dupes. So the first shade that I'm going to go in with is this color here, and this is in the shade Lust. So it's just like a warm transition color. And I'm just going to use that same Profusion eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to brush this shade in my crease. Okay, that blended out really easily. I'm going to use this shade Lace for my brow bone highlight. For my lid color, I'm going to go in with the shade called Ritz. And I'm just applying that with the same Profusion eyeshadow brush. I just flipped it over and that color is so beautiful. I'm not sure, I can't remember which one this is a dupe for in the Anastasia palette, in the Sultry palette, but I will try to put that on the screen to let you know which one this is duping, so that if you have that palette, you can just use that shade. And then I'm going to use a little bit of Mistress right here. And I'm just going to pat that color out here. Then for the outer V, I'm going to first go in with Uptown. And I'm just applying that with my Sigma E25 blending. And I'm taking that into my crease. This is more of a cool toned brown. Just blend the edges with nothing added to the brush. And then you could totally just stop right there if you wanted something that's a little like more natural and not as intense. But I want to go in with the shade After Hours. And I'm just gonna deepen up my outer V with that shade and the Morphe M506. Yeah, I'm very impressed with this eyeshadow palette. No fallout. No fallout whatsoever. And they blend beautifully. And I know that Alter Ego is going to be coming out with some other palettes as well. So I'm so curious to see what those palettes are going to be like and everything, like, because I'm so impressed by this. Like, the shades blend out so well. It's definitely on par with the Anastasia formula. Like, it's so good. And honestly, in some ways, I feel like the shimmers apply even better than Anastasia because I didn't have to worry about any fallout whatsoever. And sometimes with the Anastasia shimmers, they can be, like, they can have a little fallout sometimes. To clean up my edge a little bit because I want it to be a little bit more defined, I'm just going to go in with one of my Almay eye makeup remover little pad things. And I guess I didn't really go into detail about Alter Ego, but if you guys haven't heard of them, they are a new brand and they are based out in LA. And this is their very first palette that they have released, the Temptress. And like, their concept is to make high quality makeup products that is available for everyone, like, so that anyone can buy it with, you know, affordable pricing. So I love their concept and just you know, I love that. I love the fact that it's going to be an affordable brand with high quality products, and the packaging on this is super nice. It's like a really hard cardboard, and it has a magnetic closure. I don't know, I really do think that they are going to be a really great brand, like a new up and coming brand, and I really like their first palette, so I'm very curious to see what other things they're going to be releasing. But I will have their website linked down below if you want to check it out and check out their mission statement and all that stuff, because all they have on their website right now is just this one palette. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the foundation. And the one foundation that I'm going to be taking with me on this trip is the Revlon Colorstay. I narrowed it down to this. As you guys know, I've been loving my Flower Beauty foundation, but I really do like the Revlon Colorstay when I want something that I know is going to last me all day or all night. It's going to look flawless. This is the foundation that I use. I'm going to blend that in with my Wet n Wild makeup sponge. This is the sponge I'm going to be taking with me, and I'm also going to take my little mini Real Techniques Miracle Complexion sponge with me as well, so I can use that to maybe even blend out concealer or highlights, like if I want to apply one of my highlights, you know, dampened. But yeah, I'm just trying to get all my stuff done before this trip, and it's like I always feel like I run out of time to do everything that I need to do. And I don't know, I wish I was one of those people that I was just like so calm and collected when it comes to going on a trip, but it's like I just stress out because I'm like, am I gonna forget something? Am I gonna be able to get everything accomplished? And I'm also one of those people that I like to have the house like completely clean before I leave, so that when I come back it's just like a nice clean house to come to, where I don't have to worry about cleaning before I go back to work or anything like that. So I really don't know if I'm gonna get much cleaning done today, so Josh is gonna help me with that. But I have all of my stuff together that I'm gonna be packing, but I just haven't packed it in my suitcase yet. So I need to do that. After this video, I'm going to, like I said, clean my makeup brushes so they will be dry in time for me to get everything packed up this afternoon. And then I'm gonna go to the nail salon to get my nails painted. For my under eye concealer, I'm gonna take my Maybelline Superstay Better Skin. And like I told you guys in my April beauty favorites, this is my holy grail concealer. So it's just, I don't know, it just looks beautiful on the under eyes. Like it has the perfect amount of coverage for me. It's more of a medium coverage concealer, and it doesn't look heavy or cakey on my under eyes. It does a good job of brightening. So, and I love the finish on this because it's not a super matte concealer. It's kind of a semi-matte finish. And it's also a good concealer for like concealing blemishes on the face, or if you need to like brighten in an area. So a lot of times I'll just add a little extra coverage on my nose, and also just to kind of lighten that area up. I think another reason too why I feel like I'm just not gonna have enough time today is because I have a class tonight. I don't think I've told you guys this yet. Let me get my powder and then I'll get into that. Of course, for my setting powders, I'm gonna take my L'Oreal True Match and my Becca, I forget what this is called, the Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder. So I'm just gonna use those to set my foundation. I have started a class through my work, like they're offering, it's called Career Choice. And I work at an Amazon fulfillment center. If you guys watch my channel, you all know that. But they offer courses sometimes, like through colleges, where they'll pay for the course. But this, I'm taking a web developer course, and I'm gonna learn how to build websites. And I just thought that that would be something really like good knowledge for me to have in case I wanted to build a website, or if I wanted to, you know, go into the business of doing that. And since work was like paying for it, I just thought it would be a good thing to take advantage of. So I've been going to classes now for like a week, and I go on Monday nights and Wednesday nights, and it's like a 3-hour class both nights. So I also have that tonight, so that is also going on. So I feel kind of pressed on time today, but I'm sure I'll definitely have enough time to get all my stuff done. It's like crunch time now. I totally forgot to use this, but I'm also taking my Becca, the Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer with me. Okay, for my brows, I'm gonna take my Milani Natural Taupe Stay Put Brow Color, which is a brow pomade. I decided to take this over my Benefit Ka-Brow just because this is a little bit more sleek and doesn't take up as much room as the Benefit one. I like both of them just the same. This Milani one is also a little bit lighter shade than my Benefit Ka-Brow. So I'm just gonna lightly fill in my brows. For my brow gel, I'm taking my Benefit Gimme Brow, just because this is my all-time favorite brow gel and it's small, so it doesn't take up a lot of room. And the shade that I use in this is in shade 3, if you're curious. Okay, now I'm gonna come back and finish the eyes. And my eye pencils that I'm gonna take with me, I'm gonna take both of my Physicians Formula eye booster pens in Ultra Black and Deep Brown. And then I'm gonna take this Merle Norman Soft Touch eye pencil in the shade Ocean Blue, because there's a makeup look that I'm gonna do. One of my Wet n Wild, which I haven't posted that video yet, but it's one of those tutorials from my Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette. And I use this in my waterline and it just looks really pretty. So that's why I'm taking this, mostly for the color of it. I don't have any other eyeliner that's that color, but I do really enjoy the eye pencil. So I'm just going to use my Physicians Formula liquid liner in Ultra Black to do my liner today. And then I'm taking my Tarte eyelash curler. So I'm just gonna go ahead and curl up my lashes and then apply my mascara. And then of course I'm taking my Flower Beauty Lash Warrior mascara. Y'all know I've been in love with this mascara, so I'm gonna be taking that. I mean, I thought about taking a waterproof mascara just because I may cry at the wedding. I mean, who knows, but I'm just gonna like cross my fingers and hope I don't cry. I don't know. I might look through my collection, and if I have a waterproof mascara, I might just take it just in case. But I never know how I'm gonna be at a wedding. Like sometimes I feel like, oh, I'm not gonna cry, and then I'm like bawling, and then other times I'm like, I'm totally gonna cry, and then I don't. So for the lower lash line, I'm going in with some more Lust, and I'm just smudging that with my Real Technique shader brush, or shading brush. And then I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M213. I just grabbed some of the black shadow in this palette, which is Stiletto, and I'm just gonna kind of connect that. For my inner corner, I'm gonna use the shade in Seduction. So for my bronzer, I bet you guys couldn't guess what I'm taking, but I'm gonna take the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in Sunkissed. Y'all know how much I've been loving this, so I'm gonna be taking this bronzer with me on the trip. I really like this bronzer because it's a good bronzer that you can use as kind of like a contour and a bronzer all in one. And it blends out so nice. I don't have any issues with it looking patchy or anything. And it lasts all day. It doesn't look too warm toned. It's just a beautiful bronzer. So I'm just applying that with my Morphe M530 brush. And then I'm going to blend around my hairline with my Morphe R2 brush. So I mean, like, normally I feel like when I go on trips, I would usually take my e.l.f. highlighting and contouring palette, like my e.l.f. contour palette thing. Just because, you know, oh God, I always throw stuff. Just because it has, you know, your bronzer, your contour, blush, highlight. But I don't know, I just feel like this bronzer is kind of an all-in-one, like when it comes to like contour and bronze. But either one of these would be great to take for traveling. Also too, I like the e.l.f. palette because it has a nice mirror on it. So I'm gonna be taking a couple of different blush colors with me. I'm gonna take my Flower Beauty and Sweet Pea. I put a little hair tie around this because the packaging is falling apart. My Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in Rosé Champagne, and this MARC Jacob blush in, it's one of their Shameless blushes. It's one of his Shameless blushes in Outspoken, which is a really pretty purple. I don't even know if he makes this color anymore. It may have been like discontinued, but this is gonna go really pretty with that jumpsuit. So I wanted to take this in case I wanted to use this blush. Today, however, I think I might actually use this blush so you guys can see what it looks like. And I'm just gonna apply it with my Morphe R10. But even though it's a purple blush, I feel like it just gives your cheeks like a really pretty like pink kind of glow. And it's a good buildable blush. So yeah, I'm gonna take that. For highlights, I'm taking a couple of different options. I wanted to take my Milani, this is the Hypnotic Lights in Beaming Lights. And this is like a purple blue kind of highlighter. And once again, I thought this might be pretty when I wear that jumpsuit, or even with just some of my other makeup looks I'm going to be doing, because I'm going to be wearing a lot of blue on this trip. So I'm going to take that. And then for like more neutral type of highlights, I'm going to take my Becca in Vanilla Quartz. Oh my gosh, I'm having the weirdest day today. Look at that. It just dumped out. Like, what the heck? I mean, my one palette broke. I like threw my Milani bronzer, and now my Vanilla Quartz just crumbled out of this palette. Like, what the heck, guys? I don't understand. I'm so upset about this highlight crumbling. I'm gonna have to try to salvage this. Okay. This is just adding to my stress levels. Okay, I'm super upset about this, so maybe I'm gonna order another Vanilla Quartz at the Sephora VIB sale. But I was gonna say that was also a great highlight to take because it's so small and compact. I'm just really upset about that. But it's definitely one of my very favorite Becca highlights. Now I got like crap all over my hands. But yeah, I'm having the weirdest day today. All right, so I'm not gonna be taking that highlight. I'm gonna take my Laura Mercier highlights. This is her Matte Radiance Baked Powder in Highlight 01. And this is just a beautiful highlight, goes with anything. You can make it look more natural, build it up, make it more intense. And I don't think this is gonna be busting or going anywhere, so. I think I might take this new highlight since my Becca one just went kaput on me. But this is a new highlight from Wet n Wild. This is from their Crystal Clear limited edition collection. They just sent me a PR package yesterday of all of the new makeup that they're releasing in that collection. And I swatched this for the first time yesterday, and it was beautiful swatched. This is the Crystal High Mega Glow Highlighter. Mega Glow Highlighter. And it just looked beautiful on the skin. Like, it's more of a cream highlight. It feels super creamy. It's like a cream to powder sort of formula. And that's what it looks like there. Like, it just looks beautiful. So I'm going to apply this. I think first I'm just going to try to apply it with my Real Techniques contour brush because that's what I would normally use. But I may go in with a makeup sponge. Okay, yeah. I'm going to go in with my makeup sponge and apply this. So I already dampened this off camera. This is just my Real Techniques Miracle. Whoa. Okay, this is super intense. All right, I don't know if I like this as much as I thought I did. It's almost a little too much. I don't know if you can see. I mean, if you're really into that, like, I think this would be really pretty for like festival makeup because it's very intense, kind of glittery. But it's a little too much for me day to day. Maybe I just went in a little too heavy-handed with it. Okay, because like this side looks a little more natural. Like, it still looks intense but natural, so definitely use this very sparingly. I just can't get over how intense that is. Okay, I'm gonna try to kind of, yeah, I'm probably not gonna take this with me on the trip. I'm trying to figure out what other highlight I'm going to take now that that one busted, because I want to take more of a golden highlight. I think I may take my Amrezy highlight from Anastasia. I could take my Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Platinum Bar because this is very comparable to the Becca highlight in Vanilla Quartz. But I think I'm just going to take this. I'm pretty sure this is not going to break because it's very well packed in there. So we'll take this highlight. Maybe I'll use a little bit of this mixed with this other highlight. I don't know. That highlight kind of screwed everything up for me. Maybe I can go in with this, my Laura Mercier. I mean, it is really pretty, but it's just super... Okay, I think I'd be better off just kind of going back with my blush and kind of sharing it out. I mean, it's just a very intense highlight. I mean, this would be beautiful in somebody that's younger. I just feel like since I'm 34, it's a little too much for me. Okay. And I'm just going to put some of that highlight up here just to kind of even things out. I guess maybe it's for the best that that Becca thing crumbled now, because that would have sucked if it would have like broke on my trip and then got crap all in my bag, all in my makeup bag. I'm going to take these two single shadows, my L'Oreal Infallible in Endless Sea and in Midnight Blue, because I might use those. And then, like I said, I'm going to take my Maybelline Bad to the Bronze and Barely Branded. And I'm also going to take my Maybelline Single in the Glow Down, because I like using this with Barely Branded for just like just kind of a nude eyelid. Like if I was just gonna do a really simple makeup look and not do a whole lot of eyeshadow, I just use Barely Branded, put the Glow Down on my eyelid, and then I'm good to go. Oh, another eyelining product that I'm gonna take. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Gel Eyeliner in Navy. And I wanted to take this because I might use this when I wear like my navy dress, or like if I use these blue eyeshadows. So I'm gonna take that. And then I also wanted to take this Wet n Wild Keep Going cream shadow in Fave Leggings, because this is a really pretty purple. And I thought this might be like a good base to some of those pinky eyeshadows, like especially for that purpley pink jumpsuit thing. So I'm gonna take that. And I'm gonna take my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I saved this little mini one. This is from their the Born to Run collection, just because it's smaller and it's easy for travel. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mist my face with this. This is just my favorite setting spray when I want my makeup to last all day. And then I'm just gonna let that dry, and then I'll come back and do my lips. Okay, so for the lipsticks that I'm going to be taking with me, this was like another section that it was hard for me to narrow down. But I'm going to take both of my Morphe lipsticks in Shady and in 4EVs, which 4EVs is like a more nude mauve color. So I'm going to be taking both of those. I'm going to take my Queen Collection major shades in Insider and in Cakewalk. These are just my favorite liquid lipsticks to wear, like when I want something long wearing, but it doesn't feel too drying. I do like to top these with a gloss, and I usually top them with my Soap and Glory Sexy Mother Pucker. But like, these go with any makeup looks that you do. They last for a long time on your lips. I love both of these shades. And I know that the Queen Collection is kind of hard to find now. I don't know if they still have the Queen Collection, but I do love those two liquid lipsticks, and I'm going to be taking, like I said, my Soap and Glory Sexy Mother Pucker, so I could top those. A few other like gloss type products I'm taking. I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit High Shine Lipstick in Petal Poison, because I absolutely love this shade. It's a really pretty rosy pink. If I want something like with a little bit more color on my lips, like if I'm doing a look and I want my lips to stand out more. And then I'm also going to take the Almay Goddess Gloss in Cosmic. I've actually really been enjoying this on days when I don't want, like when I want something more neutral but really pretty. And I know when I first got these, I didn't really like the glitters in them, but this doesn't really bother me that much. So I do really love that. And then I'm going to take these two lip products here to wear with my purple jumpsuit. This is one of the Maybelline Color Sensational lipsticks from their Neon collection in Brazen Berry. And this matches that jumper perfect. And then I'm going to take the Katy Kat Gloss, and this is in the color Catnip, to kind of top of this lipstick if I want like a gloss. But I think I might use this lipstick today so you guys can see what it looks like. But this matches that jumper perfect. But yeah, this is just such a pretty color. It's one of my favorite ones from their Neon line. And just to show you guys what the gloss looks like, I'll just put a little bit of this in the center of my lip. And I might actually add a little bit more of that blush, because I feel like once I got this lipstick on, it's like you can't even see the blush anymore. But yeah, this blush pairs really nice with this lipstick. And then the last things I'm taking with me is just a couple of lip liners. I'm going to take my NYX Suede lip liner in Sandstorm and my Rimmel lip liner in Addiction. So I just love those lip liners. Those are probably my two favorites from my collection. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this what's in my travel makeup bag get ready with me. I know this video was probably longer, and hopefully my day goes a little smoother than this video. Hopefully I don't have any other mishaps today. But yeah, I hope that you guys did enjoy this. I hope that you all have a great day. This did kind of calm and relax me a little bit. Like, I feel a little better. Like, it's like one more thing I can check off my list. So after this, I'm gonna clean up my mess here, go wash my makeup brushes, and then I'm gonna head off to my nail appointment. And I think I'm gonna get my nails painted this color. This is the Essie Bikini Sotini. I absolutely love this blue. Like, if I get a blue nail polish, like, this is the shade that I like to do. So I'm gonna do this, get a fill in, and then come back, pack up all my stuff for the trip, and then go to my class tonight and maybe clean if I have enough time. I will see you all in my next video, and like I said, I hope that you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.